Now, Dancing on Ice returns this month, and those celebrities taking part will already be busy in training, falling over at ice rinks up and down the land. Well, our next guest knows how that feels, and she'd be able to give them a few tips because she won the show and in the process transformed her figure, which is currently showing off in her new fitness DVD. Before we meet her, let's look at her winning performance on the ice. Wow, please welcome Gaynor Faye!
Oh, you all right, love?
Hello.
That was scary, watching that back.
How long ago was that now?
Well, it's the third year this year, so a couple of years ago, yeah.
Amazing.
I did the first one. Ever, yes.
And it's starting again this weekend, isn't it? Will you be watching? Will you be
I
envious?
will. I'll be glued and envious. Yes, I've already told Dan. No compromising positions this time.
I remember though it was in something like the September, and I was at your house, and you'd just been asked to do it.
Yeah.
And I said, "Have you ever skated?" And you said, "I can't even stand up on ice skates." And she said, "At that point you weren't going to do it." Then you said you would. Cut to the February, watching on telly, seeing you do Ravel's Bolero. I just thought, I can't believe that that's only 4 or 5 months since you'd said you'd never been on ice before.
It was just incredible. It was such a fantastic journey, and I'm so envious of their journey ahead. But I'm not envious of all the hard work they've had to do to get there and all the bruises.
For you, like figure-wise, didn't it? I mean, you just...
Well, yeah,
got so
I mean,
into shape.
I didn't realise, and I was just shrinking and shrinking. But I mean, we were doing so much off the ice as well, myself and Dan, because I'd been told before I did the show that I wasn't physically fit enough to do the show. I was like, what? But I'm healthy. What do you mean I'm not fit enough?
And you had to do weights and stuff, working out properly?
No, we used to just do, yeah, it was more stamina, basically. She said I wasn't fit enough to get through one routine, let alone the Bolero, if I ever had the chance to do that. So, yeah, it was basically all...
Is the DVD, do you have to take, watch this and then go down your local rink, or...?
No, we just do some moves that... Well, when Dan was doing, like, warm-up routines with me and getting me fit, there's some of that there. And I also just said to Dan, I want you to do something that's really simple, fun, and will keep me doing it, because I'm not somebody who's very good with exercise and all that. So it's just Dan's personality coming out, and me and him just getting back together and going on a fit journey rather than nice.
Do you skate with your children? Do you still skate?
I love skating.
And presumably with your children?
Yeah, I mean, that's what's so fantastic about it. You can have, take the kids to the ice rink, enjoy family time as well as...
And they're not pachowing with their wrestlers. Our two boys have a wrestler obsession.
WWF.
Pachow, pachow,
Yeah, they're like, oh, completely...
So when you get down there, do you, like, show off?
Well, I don't get the chance to show off, and half the time people are trying to trip me up. To get it on their phones and cameras. But, it's like... Once upon a time, you'd get the ice rink to yourself, when we were training, but then now it's like going along like, excuse me. But no, you can't really show off.
But you're well into sort of spending quality time with family, aren't you?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I mean, family is so important, and that's why I'm kind of endorsing the Bold campaign, which is... They've conducted a research into family fun and family time together. And they've realised that actually we think that children love PlayStations and Nintendos and Wiis and all that, but actually what they really love is spending quality time with the family, which ties in with the ice skating. And they're putting 50 ice rinks around the country, and free of charge for all the families to go and spend quality time together. So, yeah, I think that's a brilliant thing. Get them away from the telly. And...
Mind you, if the kids who are on computers all the time are there because they've got lazy parents, you've got to change that as well,
I think
you?
so. It has to start with the parents, definitely, and educating children. And actually, half the time it's people who don't want to spend time with their children. They just plonk them in front of the telly. I love being with my kids. It makes me feel young, It makes me feel like a kid again,
Why bother to have them if you're not going to spend as much time as possible with them?
Lots of parents are a bit scared of their children, actually. I honestly think. I honestly think a lot of young parents, because they didn't spend time, don't know how
to
where
play.
to start. And
Yeah.
if you can find something that you... And they think, well, I'm an adult and they're a child. We can't possibly meet in the middle, which is what's so daft,
It's
you
true,
know.
actually, but I have a big kid that lives with me in the guise of Mark, my partner. He's the biggest kid of all, and he's brilliant. And he's always a trampolining with Oliver. You know, he was the first on the ice. He was like dragging me to the ice rink.
And was he any good? Did you show him up?
He's very good and very competitive. He used to have secret lessons. The problem was
secret lessons.
Yeah, he banged on to me about you need to never fall on your wrists and all your guards on and everything. And then one day I got a phone call. Gaynor, I'm just in casualty. Broken his wrist.
Oh.
So there is a message there. They're great fun, but they're very dangerous, so be careful.
So any New Year's resolutions?
Well, my New Year's resolution is to not make one, and then you can't break one. Because, you know, you break it within about 2 days. So I just think you should live your life, you know, to the full all year round.
But you're going to keep up the old fitness regime and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, it wasn't just to do with my body, it's to do with my mind as well, keeping your mind active. It's great for depression, for lifting, you know, lifting your mood. And I found it helpful in everything, not just keeping fit and firm. It's just about lifting your levels of...
Well, you were a walking advertisement, isn't it? For your own DVD. Absolutely
I don't know how much
fabulous.
she eats.
Gaynor Faye, everybody.